2 for the price of 1 today. We end up catching 2 trades, 10 minutes in the market open today. Let's get into what I took and why I wanted to take them. The first thing, we have our draw on liquidity here. This was previous day's low. If we're looking, we're pushing to the downside. We've a clear draw on liquidity here in previous day low, in my opinion. And my idea for this day, as we push down in London, is a quick move off market open to the downside. And then we end up catching along the areas up here. Now remember, I had that plan in place. That was my idea for the day. I'll leave it over here. That's what I was looking for today. Thankfully, as you're going to see, quite a good plan, if I don't say so myself. So we end up getting the push off open here to the upside. Did we? Yeah. We end up getting the push to the upside. If I go over here to the 30-second on NASDAQ, we end up getting that 230. Didn't it? I was wondering what was going on there. Yeah, that's better. I was thinking. Right. Going over to alpha so I can get 30-second chart up. We end up not sweeping out this low. This would have been better if we had swept this low. We left relative equal highs. We did leave equal highs on NASDAQ itself. On the micros, we end up leaving relative equal highs. So another draw on liquidity back to the upside. But I still want previous day's low to go before going higher. As you can see, we end up getting the push off open and dump straight back down with momentum to the downside, making an order block on the 30-second. Inversing this gap right here. As you can see, we tap into the gap beautifully, respect that area, and come back down. I ended up entering 2 contracts in here. I wanted to see how price actually play out. When price came up, start rejecting this gap, I entered another position. So I doubled my risk, obviously, to my normal size risk. And we ended up taking them shorts. London lows break even, and this is the previous day low I mentioned. We end up not holding for it, and we end up getting took out for about trailing 1.1R. And that was very simply a Judas swing off open. As I said, it would have been better if we'd swept this high, but we didn't. So that was the trade we took. We ended up hitting TP on that position. Then, go over here. This is my second trade I took. As you can see, we sweep out that low. And we created SMT with previous day's low. So we did SMT right here. Now, when we put that in, we left a 1 minute gap on the leg down. I was looking for that to get inverse with momentum back to the upside to take a long position. As you can see, we got that. We made an order block here. As you can see, we end up making an order block again. Again, from the order block, we have an order block atop an order block. Sweep the low, have SMT as you can see. Order block, tapped in that twice. Push back up, made another order block, inverse this gap. That was the entry using relative equal highs as your TP. There is no break even on this position. This is a very rare trade where we don't have break even, relative equal highs. This is very rarely I will have no break even. And we end up covering this low here that the order block pushed us off to go higher. I end up actually getting a better fill on this position. I have marked there, and I end up holding till about here for about it ended up being about 1.5R on the accounts I took it on. And as you're going to see, straight to TP. Price ended up projecting that level, and I'm pretty sure it was chopped around. Yeah, price just chopped around for the rest of the session. And that was all she wrote. That was how we got on today. Some very good trades in my opinion. The short was a quick Judas swing off open on 30-second. I have made a video about that on my TikTok about Judas swings, them going up and straight back down, or straight up, or straight down and back up, sorry, off market open. And then that 1 minute long was super clean. I think 99% of people took that yesterday. I've seen so many people on TikTok take this position. So that was the double trade recap we ended up taking. If anyone has any questions, let me know. There is a free Discord. The boys in that are killing it right now. So if you want a link, it is the top link in the bio. If you want mentorships off me or anything like that, just DM me on Instagram. That's the best place to get a hold of me. If you need anything at all, DM me on Instagram. Peace out.